Hey, 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 and welcome back to the branding behind Alex Hormozi's $100 million launch. My name is Cynthia Akita, and I'm your brand strategist, designer, and educator here at the Design Firmacy, which is your number one business pharmacy. And we are continuing with the brand vitals and how Hormozi's launch embodied all of them. So we're at number 5 with branded offers. Now, Alex Hormozi didn't just talk about money models. He proved them by using them in the launch itself. So he had free systems, secret chapters, 200 book donations. I mean, his offers literally embodied his brand promise. Now, let's talk about those offers. So first of all, he had some giveaways. Now, from the beginning of the launch, he made it very clear that anyone who pre-ordered his book would get some giveaways. He didn't tell us, what they would be. That anticipation, suspense was there because we were just like, hey, we know it's going to be epic. Tell us what it is. So, he got through his presentation and then he said, hey, for everyone who pre-ordered the book and is here live, you're going to get the following freebies. So, he had his audiobook. He actually showed us and told us about, the lost chapters, which is essentially the portions of the book that he felt exceeded the goal. And so he put it in a separate book of its own and called it Lost Chapters. And he decided to give that all out for free along with a school subscription. And pardon me if I'm getting some of this stuff wrong. I'm just trying to do it off of what I remember. But essentially, he didn't just sell his book. He gave away some freebies, some additional systems that we could use to help, get us from where we are from that beginner level to the next level. And so that generosity really built some massive goodwill for him. Like, he didn't just think about the sale, he thought about how he could enhance the experience through those free giveaways. Now, the second thing that he did was that donation incentive. Now, it was his goal to give or have every entrepreneur have his book. And so he invited those advanced players to donate 200 books, and also gave them, some incentives for that because, he's taking a different approach. He took a different approach to his offer. So instead of just upselling courses, he really wanted to incentivize, impact. So if you buy those 200 books, you're going to get over $420,000 worth of systems. And so it made that donation feel like it was just so much of a reward because I'm helping people out by giving them the tools they need to succeed. Sorry, my speech is getting weird. So I'm giving people the tools they need to succeed, but then I'm also getting something of more value as a reward, as a thank you for thinking about someone else or for making that mission move forward. Now, the next thing was the scarcity driver. Now, with these incentives that he had for the advanced business owners, the advanced players, he made it very clear that a certain part of the bonus was only going to be given out live, and that it was only 25,000 of those systems that were created and printed out. And so that scarcity really built a sense of urgency because people said, oh my goodness, this is what I'm paying to help people out, and I'm getting all of these things in return, but I have to make sure that I can get that thing, that I can get access to that thing by moving fast. If I wait, I'm going to miss it. And so he limited the number of those implementation systems to 25,000 in order to meet his goal, right? So that scarcity, it wasn't about manipulation, but it was a genuine limitation. He knew that he needed those 25,000 times 200. Do the math. I'm not that person. So he knew that he needed to at least get that to, get somewhere in his mission to hand that book to every entrepreneur. But he also made it so that people were not coerced into doing it, but that they could see that, hey, like, this is all that's available. I'm helping people out. I want to get access to it. So I need to move now rather than later. And even if I move later, I just need to have that understanding that I may lose out on, an even bigger bonus that I could get. Now, the next thing was that the book was the proof, and the launch was literally his case study, which was amazing for him. So I know a lot of times we write books, or people write books where they don't necessarily have the proof of whatever it is that they're teaching. Like even this series alone is the proof of the framework that I teach here at the Design Firmacy, right? And so he was showing people literally how to have a $100 million, that's a lot of money, $100 million launch through the money models system or framework that he created. He was literally walking us through it and demonstrating it live, literally in our faces. So the launch itself really became that example of the framework at work, literally. So every element of the offer just mirrored the models that were in his book. And so the launch itself, again, became the live example of the content by reinforcing his credibility, his knowledge, his voice. And so overall, great brands use offers to demonstrate their promise and not just describe it, and that's what sets you apart from other businesses, by showing, by proving. And that's what we learned throughout this launch, that he was literally proving himself over and over and over, proving his framework over and over and over, inviting guests to speak who had used the framework. They were even teaching literally money models. So you could even see as they were speaking, they were using his language. They were saying money models, money models, money models. Like you heard that term throughout, even from his guests. So it showed that they were actually using and implementing his book and his framework as well. And so your offers can embody your brand philosophy. And with Hormozi, he didn't just teach the money models. He literally practiced them right in front of our eyes. And so he truly branded those offers intentionally by packaging a lot of value. Now, your offers are the bridge between your business and your audience. But if they're not packaged in a way that communicates value, people are going to walk right past them. And the problem with that isn't that your work isn't valuable. It's that your offers aren't really reflecting that value. And so inside of What's Your Secret Sauce Challenge, I will help you structure, name, and price your offers in a way that makes them irresistible. So no more second guessing or undercharging. I want you to visit brandmysecretsauce.com and let's create offers your audience cannot say no to. All right, visit brandmysecretsauce.com and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.